Alright guys, matchup number 4, like last week, should be a blowout. Last week proved not to be a blowout like I predicted, thank you very much. Gabo going against that damn Serb. Gabo being 5-1, that damn Serb being 1-5. Gabo came from a comeback victory to beat Teddy Ballgame last week, and that damn Serb, well, he lost. He lost again. Like last week, I think this is actually going to be a lot closer than what ESPN has given it credit for. They're saying 125 to 96 on the side of Gabo, which I fully understand, but I actually think it's going to be a lot closer, and I think Gabo might be sweating for the second straight week against a lot lighter of an opponent. A lot of things go into this matchup. Actually, side note, Fraggle Rock, which Gabo and Wembley are from, and the name of the league, obviously, guys, from a TV show back in the heyday. So I was watching it. It's actually Fraggle Rock has started playing on TV. It's on the Hub. If you find that channel station, DVR some Fraggle Rock, watch it, and it's actually really sweet how Wembley and Gobo are such good friends on it. Really sweet. Now come week 12 or something like that, when I play Gobo, I'm going to kick his ass, but we're still good friends. Anyhow, to the matchup. Bye weeks are affecting that damn Serb this week. Matt Schaub, Sean Green, Braylon Edwards, Texas defense, all on the bye. And again, for like the third straight week, Gabo, unaffected by bye weeks, he has Kevin Walter on the bye. He's going to hit a week where it's going to be lovely to play him because he's going to have everybody on bye. Everybody's going to be whoever has him that week. Someone's going to be very, very excited playing Gabo, which you wouldn't really think, seeing how good Gabo is this year. But anyhow, into the matchup, Drew Brees against Cleveland. You gotta love it. I love Marquez Colston in it. I love Drew Brees. He's been more in it. Give Drew Brees 24 points this week. Matt Ryan against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, good defense, strong defense, and until Matt Ryan looks at someone other than Roddy White. I know we saw Tony Gonzalez in the end zone twice last week, but he definitely has his eyes fixed on Roddy. Until that fixes, he's not going to get the giant numbers that you would think that he would. So it's really going to hurt him not having Matt Schaub in this matchup. Matt Ryan, give me 13 points for him. Running back Mike Turner, McFadden, and Ocho Cinco for that damn Serb. I think after this bye week, Ocho Cinco is going to come out and have a big week. I think 14 points. He's going to find the end zone this week. Darren McFadden against Denver. Denver, pretty darn good rush defense against McFadden, who's still questionable. We'll see how that pans out if he plays. I'm going to say about 8 points for him. Michael Turner against Cincinnati. Again, another good defense. Michael Turner, give me only about 8 points for him. On the other side, you have Gabo, Mr. I get the cream puff touchdowns. Chris Johnson going against a Philly defense. Philly, known as a strong defensive team, will definitely be challenged this week against Chris Johnson. I think they're going to hold Chris Johnson to under 15 points, to say about 14, which that prediction would have been right last week too if it wasn't for that bogus bullshit touchdown at the end. Gabo, I know you were thinking lucky stars on that. Maurice Jones-Drew, struggling this year, looked not good in Tennessee. For those who watched it, he's a tough runner, but he hasn't been getting anything. I don't know if it's just his line or if there's something wrong with MJD. Whatever it be, against Kansas City, it's going to be even harder. KC, strong defense. Look for them to shut down Maurice Jones-Drew, make their number 3 quarterback out of Jacksonville throw the ball. Maurice Jones-Drew, give me about 7 points. That's it for him. LaShawn McCoy against Tennessee. Tennessee, really good run defense. It's going to be tough for him to run. He is effective in the passing game. But actually give me under 10 points for him as well. Give me about 8 points for McCoy this week as well. that means no one gets touchdowns. Chris Johnson, I think, maybe gets one. That's about it. So that's a lot lower than what's being expected. But if you look at the matchups, I definitely see that happening. If you look at receivers, Roddy White, Mike Wallace, Ryan only throws to Roddy White. Not good if you're that damn Serb. I might think about picking up another quarterback off the waiver. Yeah, maybe not as good as Matt Ryan, but he might have a way better matchup, and he won't have a quarterback that also has the receiver that he only throws to on the other team. So Roddy White, I say, gets about 12 points this week. Mike Wallace from Pittsburgh. You saw that Big Ben liked him. Once Big Ben comes up, his Mike Wallace's stock goes up too. I see him getting about 9 points this week, but I don't see him getting that touchdown. Antonio Gates, questionable. Sorry, Gobo, he's out. You better find yourself a new tight end, and you better do it quick because I don't think you're going to be able to overcome not having a tight end again this week. Um, Greg Olsen on the other side of Washington. Where is Williams? Greg Olsen. I still would be starting Vashante Shanko. I know you're a Bears fan, and I know you want to have a Bear guy going, but Olsen is not the guy to do it. Please go to Vashante. You're not going to get many weeks where Vashante is going to get outscored by Greg Olsen. It might happen, and probably won't. Fantasy dot. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot the receivers for that damn Serb. That damn Serb has Brandon Marshall, Jerry Maclin. Maclin, great week last week, but he's going against a good Tennessee defense. He's going to be down, but I still give him 12 points this week. And then Brandon Marshall against Pittsburgh. If anybody can score against Pittsburgh defense, it would probably be Brandon Marshall, but Chris Henne has had a little bit of problems this year. So give me Brandon Marshall, but I think he's going to be held to about 8 to 10 points this week. Not bad, but not great. Um, Fantasy dud, Greg Olsen. I told you I would always put him down there if you have him in there. And fantasy stud, I think it's going to be Drew Brees. He's going to come out of his little shell that he's been in this year, and I think he's going to absolutely light up Cleveland. Anyhow, that's my pick for those prediction. I actually am going to take Gabo, but I'm going to take it a lot closer. I think Gabo goes under 100 again, and I think he wins by 10.